So this is the code from our previous example, and let's change some things here. So now we're going to talk about and statements. So within this little test here that happens, so if miles per gallon is greater than 35, else if it's greater than 25, we're doing some things with that. But let's change it back to just an if-else statement. So we can do and actually let's do this. We'll leave it that way you can have some experience with if, else, if, and else, and we kind of really want to build for all these. So let's introduce the and statement. So and basically it's written as if you hit the shift key and hit the number 7. It's that. So it's these ampersands. And so what we can do now is we can test for two things at the same time within our if and else if statements. So in here, if we're saying if miles per gallon is greater than 25 and MPG is less than or equal to 35. So before our if statement was kind of vague, but now we're saying specifically if it's in between 25 and 35, so this is a common thing to do, then we're going to see it gets average gas mileage. And so what the and does is it does a test on the left, it does a test on the right, and both of these have to be true. So if the miles per gallon is greater than 25 and miles per gallon is less than or equal to 35, then we get average gas mileage. Okay, so we still get average gas mileage. Let's do some other tests here. We can actually test with two variables. So let's have two variables. We'll have a string, and we'll have we'll have country. We'll say if the country is equal to USA. So that'll be a test that we do in a second, and then so we'll also have let's do a float, and we'll have age. So we'll do an if statement. So now we can say if country is equal to USA, and if age is greater or equal to 65, then we'll do a cout, you can retire. And then we can let's put an end line at the end of that. And then we can start to put in more else ifs. So now we're going to say if country equals let's say Italy. I'm not sure their retirement age, but let's say it's 63. Okay, so let's run this. Oh, build errors. No, that's not good. What did we... we got to give ourselves an actual age. So let's do this. Let's say age is 70, and then let's take this out of here and let's just put it down here to be consistent. That way we have our separate declaring variables as one thing, and then when we actually use them as another thing. Okay, so now we should be able to run it. Okay, so we can retire because our country is United States and our age is 70. Let's change our age to 64. And let's go ahead and put an else statement in here just to be complete. We're going to say else you can't retire yet. Okay, so we can't retire yet because we haven't matched either one of these. So let's change our country to Italy. And then all of a sudden it should match because our age didn't match in this one. But now because we've changed our country, we go to a new if statement. We say each one is tested. And so the country is Italy, so this one won't match. And in this case, the country is Italy. And all of a sudden it will match. And so then it tests the other side, and it says age is greater than or equal to 63, and then it says we can retire. Okay, so go ahead and I'll stop for a second. You can type in that code, you can pause the video, test some different things, run a bunch of different tests on ands, and then we can move on to the OR statement. Or I should say the OR operator. Okay, so hopefully you were able to get that paused and typed in. I'll get rid of this. Now let's do some ORs. So let's do like a car example. Let's say our car color is equal to red. Oh, we gotta give it. Let's get out of the habit of doing this. So let's have a car color, and then string car speed, and then we're going to say our car color is equal to red, and then our car speed is equal to fast. So we're going to say if the car speed is equal to fast, or the car color is equal to red, we're going to say car insurance costs a lot. Because fast cars and red cars are expensive to insure. So we can run this. So say we were to just change one of these. We were to have a slow car, but it's still red. Well, with the OR statements, only one of them has to be true. They can be both true or one or the other. So our car is no longer fast, so this doesn't match, but it still tests the one on the right. It still tests the car color, and because our car color is still red, we say that our car insurance costs a lot. So the car insurance still costs a lot. So that's OR. Go ahead and make up examples of your own. I don't want this video to run too long, but that's the kind of the explanation of it. And we did some examples in class, and if you need some more examples, just email me. But that's kind of the quick overview.